sugar. Now you're going to need a cup of warm milk. You want it warm, but not too hot, otherwise it's going to ruin it. And you can't have it a little bit warm, because then the yeast won't go. So we got a cup going here. We're going to turn the microwave on. I'm going to do like a minute and 20 seconds for about a cup of warm milk in a regular measuring cup. Okay? Again, you know, nothing beats homemade. But again, if you don't want to make the homemade rolls, totally cool. But I'm going to show you how easy it is. Because, you know, why not? Put a little extra, you know, to make sure I get all these out, you know. I hope everybody is doing great. You know, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. And the kids, all the children, rat children, human children, were like, ooh, let's have some sandwiches. And I was like, I got decided. And then I'm going to tell you, these Hawaiian rolls are a hit. No lie. Not going to lie. No cap, nothing like that. They are a hit. And I make so many things with them. Like I make pizza sliders, chicken sliders, pork, barbecue pork sliders. You can put anything, whatever you can think of, you can put in the bread you make. It's really simple. It doesn't take that much. The only time it takes, honestly, is you gotta wait for the bread to rise, which is like 45, 60 minutes. But if you're busy and you gotta go out and do something, there you go. You leave it, and then when you come back, you make the little rolls, and then you let them set for 20 minutes, and then boom, warm. Now, again, my pawns are clean, and that's warm enough. And we're gonna put it in here, and we're gonna let it sit for a few minutes. I'm gonna stir it, like so. And you want it, you can set it for 5 to 10 minutes, or you can use instant rapid yeast. We use active dry yeast here. And you know, you can make it for 5 to 10 minutes, but it'll start, look, it's already starting to foam up, which is great. So we'll put this aside. While that's working, you get 1/4 cup of melted butter. Back to the microwave. It's melting. Now, you could do 3/4 of a teaspoon, I mean, or tablespoon, whatever. You know, forget my math, sorry, Marat. And it'll still be fluffy, but a whole tablespoon of yeast makes it extra fluffy. Now I'm going to get 1 egg from the fridge, which I already had. But you know, okay, it's alright. Now this Sunday, my little rat niece is being dedicated, and we're going to go spend time with the Lord and family on Sunday. Uh-oh, the salt's out. Uh-oh. We all know what time it is when that salt's out. We're going to do about a teaspoon of salt, which is about a pinch. Salt, anyway, now we're going to put the 1/4 cup of melted butter in. Okay, I'm going to do 1 egg. And yes, I'm going to, but I am a clean rat. Okay, to the side, to the side. Now, I'm going to just grab my little spoon and break up the egg. We always make sure the butter cools off before we put the egg in, because we don't want no scrambled eggs, right guys? Okay, now, half a tablespoon of honey, which honestly I'm going to take and make sure it goes in like this. You don't have to add the honey if you don't want to, but this is, it makes it taste even better. So now I got honey all over my flour, but that's okay. I'm going to mix it like that. Now we're going to do 3 cups of flour. You can use bread flour if you want, but we're using regular all-purpose flour today, because that's the one that works best. And now we're going to combine this all together, and you're going to knead it until about 6 to 8 minutes. And then, until it's like soft and a little tacky, but not like super tacky. So we're gonna, remember, every time we make the bread or any kind of dough, there's always a workout. So it's gonna be a little, it's gonna be soft definitely, and a little tacky. So not too sticky, but I'm gonna show you guys. Because you don't want it too floury, otherwise it will fluff up and come out the way you want. Now I'm only making one of these today because some of the children and stuff have already, you know, they ate, but they'll probably eat it later. It's not as much of us today. So, I'm going to knead this. And then, we're going to let it sit for 45 to 60 minutes. As long as it's doubled, okay guys? And then, we'll be back. And I will show you how to roll them and let them sit. Okay? So, we'll be back as soon as these are ready. Okay, our dough has doubled in size. Like so. What we're going to do is literally roll them out. See, it's soft and a little tacky. I think go like this. I go like this. And I roll it. And I'm putting it on parchment paper. You could do non-stick foil. You can put a little butter on it, however you want to do it. So what we're going to do is, and you got to put them close together. Okay? Yes, they're going to puff up again. Great. But we're making the slider buns like you get at the store. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 4. So 4, 8, 12. We did 16. Try to make them even as we can. So I guess that means we can even make them a little bigger, take a roll away, but you know what? They're gonna pop. And how you cook them, we don't use this wet paper towel anymore because they use finished out. What we do is bread towel. I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna put them on the stove where it's warm. Actually, now because we gotta use the stove. My bad, I'm gonna put them on the counter over here on our toaster oven where it's warm and the AC isn't hitting it. And I'm gonna show you how we season our cheeseburger meat when those are almost puffed up. We'll be right back. Okay, our rolls are ready to go in. Now you can do egg wash on these if you want. We don't put anything on them. See how they double in size? So they're gonna go in for about 18 minutes until they are lightly golden brown. Trust me, you do not want to overcook them. Now, I got my pan going for my chopped meat, okay? Real easy. I'm gonna put it in here like this. I want my hands in the cake anyway. Then we've got our handy dandy. Again, my pan's already hot. I have my meat defrosted. Gonna mesh. You know, we're gonna break up this meat. Like so. I should probably set a timer. Right? Set a timer for 15 minutes. Praise the Lord for an Apple Watch. It works. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna mash it up. Wow. We're mashing up. Again, not a sponsorship. Keep your shirt sponsored me though, because we're gonna use bourbon steak and cowboy butter, but you can season it the way you like. You do onion, garlic, whatever. However you like it. We like seasoning in here. Eyeballs. I don't care. You put in much seasoning as you like, okay? We're just gonna mix it up and cook it until it's brown. I don't know if you guys can hear my toaster oven, but our homemade potatoes and homemade sweet potatoes is being cooked right now in the toaster oven, so the oven is doing it. And we're gonna cook this until it's brown, not when it's gray. I mean, you don't have to like fully cook it because it is gonna go in the oven for 8 to 12 minutes. But like, I would cook it so it's nice and brown. We're probably gonna throw cheese in there when it's almost done. Drain the oil from the meat, however you do it. Not my meat, it's your meat. It's pretty simple. Or you can season it, flatten it out, and put it in the oven with the bread and make one sheet, like, you know, really thin hamburger patties. It's up to you. So we're gonna cook this, and we're cooking the buns right now. And once the buns are done and cool, I'm gonna show you how to assemble your cheeseburger sliders. We'll be right back. Now before the buns come out, buns. I don't know why I did that. I'm a silly guy. We're going to make a honey butter topping for them. Yeah, I know I'm having butter slider. It still fits. So you stick as much butter as you want, or you know what I mean. Like so. Like so, everybody. And we keep the butter that we use for spreading in a butter dish. And then when we need to replace it, we take one out of the fridge. Okay? Yeah, that's how we roll around this house. Okay, because we need it to be spreadable. So this is only going to take about like maybe 22 seconds in the microwave. I have my organic brown honey here, and I'm just going to mix that together before the buns come out. And I'm going to put them on top of the buns while they're cooling. Okay? I'll show you how to do it once the buns come down. Okay, our buns are out. They are nice and lightly golden. We got our handy dandy through the paintbrush. All I did was mix honey and butter together. It's that simple. Now you can here. I hear you, microwave. Sometimes the microwave is my choice. So now we got extra honey butter. Once they're cool, I'm going to cut them open and show you how to assemble them. We'll be right back. Okay, our buns have cooled. Now don't come at me. We're putting mayo on the bottom and on the inside of the tops, okay? I know it's going to seem diabolical, but we have a food paintbrush. It's much easier to get it done. We keep a lot of food paintbrushes up in this house. I'm just going to literally slather the inside of the tops and of course the inside of the bottom, just in case you guys didn't get it. Cut, they're cooled. Our oven's still on at 350. Now if you're afraid the tops are gonna burn, shut it off. The cheese will still melt because your oven's been hot, obviously. We did put on some everything bagel seasoning on the tops with the honey butter. Bless you, one of the children has sneezed. And don't worry, I can put it back in the jar because I'm not getting any honey or anything on it. I'm literally just doing that, okay? You don't have to put them on the inside of the tops, but you can if you want to. Nice, but I'm also just doing the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a big old scoop. So now I stop going in the jar, okay? Come at me, I don't care, okay? I'll go like this on the tops. Okay, don't come at me for the way I cut the tops off. Alright, I try my hardest. Again, I'm a rat. It is what it is. Alright, see? Look at that. No gross jar, no nothing. See? We'll go back in the jar. Now, we did put some cheese in our hamburger meat, obviously. We like a lot of cheese here. Well, most of the cheese is probably good. But we're gonna put some cheese in. Obviously. oven while the bread was cooking. Or, you know what we do. Nothing has to be perfect, nobody's perfect. Only Jesus Christ. And he loves us the way we are because you know what? He made us. So, he already knows that I'm a rat and I do other things around here with the humans. And the rat children, you know. Clean the house today, we went shopping. We're going to be doing the human mom's countertop. She's been asking for a while. And we're going to get it done. So, as a project, we're going to epoxy all the counters and make them look pretty. And we're gonna put cushions on the stools and do all that. Because praise the Lord, he gives us things to do and a way to make us do things. You know, get our things the best we would like to be done. Okay? Yes, super grateful for what we have. But we also like to make it look pretty. And if we have the time and funds to do it, and the Lord's like, go for it, we're gonna go for it. So we got a couple of projects coming up, and I'm still cooking and making videos for everybody. And doing our thing. Praise the Lord, we got stuff to do. And, you know, work and do all our good fun stuff. So, now we've got our meat nice and spread so it's not thick in one spot. Should probably move the stuff out of the way so you guys can see. Okay, I'm alright. I'm working on it. Let's go there for now because you know what? It is what it is. Now we're going to take our cheese. Yeah, more cheese everybody. Come at me. I don't care. The human dad likes cheese. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how he cooks. So does my right husband. He loves a lot of cheese. Put that there. Now, remember, one half is going to have pickles and onions, which I already cut up. So we're going to put some onions, because both the right dad and the right husband, the human husband, don't like pickles and onions. Go figure. Picky children, and then I'm going to leave, obviously, extra for anybody who wants it. Ooh, that one didn't cut very well, that's okay. Put a little more. And that's like that. But everybody loves bacon around here, so baking it up. I'm going to put the bacon on, like so. Yeah, again, I use microwave for bacon. Come at me. I could care less. You know what? I'm just going to do little chunkies of bacon. It's going to be easier. Or, honestly, I could just make more bacon because it's microwavable. Okay? I have time to, I only cook the bacon on the grill on the weekends, okay? I make time for what I can do. So we're going to do this. It smells so good. Somebody really needs to smell the vision. Okay? And now, whoop, see my hand in the slice. I did about 6 slices. I'm going to do it like this. Now we're going to put the sauce on. Remember, we're going to put it in the oven about 8 to 12 minutes. Honestly, I would just keep an eye on it. We're only keeping it in there until all the cheese is melted, which it should melt fast. Again, why? Because our oven has been on. And then our homemade fries are almost done. And our homemade sweet potato for the human mom. Because she cannot have regular potatoes. Yes, I said potatoes. Come at me. Again. Assemble it the way you can, right? Sometimes I mess up the shapes. I like to try and take it off in one whole smooth thing, but you know what? Again, not perfect. Everybody gets the point. It is what it is. I'm going to pop these in the oven. When we come back, I'll show you what they look like. And our sliders are done. I'm going to give you guys an up-close personal look. Look how pretty those look. Woo-hoo! And we know what happens. The children and the human mom tappers and, you know, of course, the human dad. Right. Also our homemade French fries came out fabulous. The sweet potato was still working on, but that's okay. Alright? It's got a little few more minutes. And I also made red wine vinegar salad with some cucumbers. And there you have it. I see, that was really simple. Honestly, if you don't want to make the roast, buy them and do the hamburgers how you want. Or you can do pulled pork. You can do whatever you want. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Remember, Jesus loves you. This rat loves you. Have a blessed week. And this is what it looks like, guys. This is, you know, the mom's plate. Obviously, she loves mustard and ketchup on her burgers. Don't come at her. I like the same way, too. She's just waiting for a sweet potato, but there's a split on vinegar salad and all that good stuff.